Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. When we left off last time, we were captured and all of our items were taken, including our clothing. But we learned that the cyborg ninja is in fact Olga Gerlukovich. She is on our side, which is pretty awesome. I quite like that. All kinds of other good things. I'm really struck by Otachan's backstory, which is much, much darker than I anticipated. So we learned that basically his stepmother sexually abused him. She seduced him, and he would have been probably, what, like a teenager? If he's under the age of consent, it's, even if not really, just considering the power dynamic, that she's the stepmother, so she's an authority figure, he's a child in the house, that's abuse. And this is the thing that I will take issue with. I know some people, like, you get these things like the teacher sleeping with students, and people are, like, I worked at a restaurant when one of those big cases out, and I don't remember what state she was with, but she was a pretty young blonde teacher who'd had an affair with one of the students, and this guy at the bar that I worked at was all like, oh, that's every kid's dream. Every boy wishes that would happen, and it just pissed me off so much, because even if it is a dream, or if it's the fantasy, that's a different thing than having it actually become reality. They're not equipped to deal with the reality. It is child abuse. It's not okay. That kind of thing can really mess with people. As we can see, it really messed with Otachan. And then to have that compounded by then his dad finding out about it and killing himself over it. So Otachan clearly feels a lot of guilt over that, although really not his fault. And then his dad's suicide attempt, almost killing his daughter, well, killing EE as well, instilling a lifelong fear of water into her. Like, man. So the stepmom's actions basically just destroyed the family, destroyed a bunch of people's lives. It's really terrible. But it's kind of interesting that he has that backstory, and then we learn Raiden's horrible backstory, that he was a child of war. Like, both of them just, I don't know, I think it's interesting. It feels like there's a parallel, you know, between the both of them, that they, you know, they're both adults. How many years later has it been? But they still have these repercussions that they have to deal with from things that happened to them when they were young. Oh, there's nothing over here. That's right. Okay. And this door is not going to open. Alright, just making sure I didn't miss anything. I wonder if Otachan's ever talked to anyone about it. Seriously, both of them? They need to, like, see some therapist or something.
Raiden, do you copy?
Work this stuff out.
You must continue your mission.
Campbell?
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
Oh, we can't hang
Snake
naked?
has my gear.
Because we need to cover up our
Raiden,
privates?
take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Is he gonna
Your
admit it?
role,
Come on.
That is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
And why do you keep
Why
talking
not?
about the simulation?
This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
This isn't a
No
simulation,
more
is
questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
it? That he... Oh,
Over and
yeah. He means it's a threat, exactly like it sounds like, Raiden. We have Rosemary. That's why, because it doesn't make sense otherwise to have a romantic interest be on a mission like this. Like, why would you even do that?
Rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the northeast, second level. Get yourself over there.
Hold on. I'm talking. Anyhow. So, there's key things he keeps saying. He keeps talking about disregard Snake, he wasn't in the simulation. So what does... That means something. This isn't a simulation, is it? That Snake is somehow... No, that doesn't seem quite right. Is this not Roy Campbell we're dealing with? He sounded almost like a machine there. We have Rosemary. So is he working for... He's got to be working for the Patriots, right? Alright, we're gonna see it. Actually, Snake, I just had a really weird conversation with Colonel. And I guess we'll talk about it in person then. Rose.
Jack, I guess you need to save.
I actually want you to kind of... I mean, I know you're feeling sad because I just broke up with you. Which, if she does know, like, if she's being used as a hostage, then that's got to make her feel terrible. Like, well, I'm forfeit now. But that really isn't the case because I don't think Raiden would let her be killed, even if he's upset with her.
Jack, I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Then why don't you
Rose?
propose to him? Why does he have
I
to
was
propose
really
to you?
worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves.
Ugh, Rose.
But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do. Please believe me. Whatever happens.
Rose?
Bye, Jack.
Well, that's ominous. And side note, this is some pretty cool background music we got going on here. So... what does she mean by that? She sounds like she's gonna do something that she knows we're gonna feel is a betrayal. Oh, that was really bad. Nah, I'm just dead. There's no getting out of this. Run for it, Raiden. It's never gonna work. Oop, backed into a corner. They're still coming. Yeah, it's just not.
Oh, God, no! Jack! Jack! Jack!
Okay. Don't do it. There actually was time. I could have just run right up behind him, but... okay, just be a little patient. Okay, now what's medicine do? Cold medicine. Now I know there is another medicine back in the corner, but I don't think I really need it.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
This is getting really weird.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon. Metal Gear.
Is that from the first Metal Gear? I never played these games. This is kind of really cool, although quite confusing. Oh, someone's kind of coming. Are those the names of people who worked on the games? I'm guessing. Okay.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Oh. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Turn around. Nope.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
His face was crazy there. Okay, so there's something just kind of insane going on. And wonderful. What's this? Ah, box.
Variety level 13. Rescue Merrill, the return of Ginola.
Are you okay, Colonel?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time.
Not that
Don't
long.
you have anything else to do with your time?
Only about 20 hours. It's not that long. Rose? Any more insights?
Jack, I guess you need to save.
I mean, I don't really have to at this point. If I die, it's probably gonna start me over from the beginning of the sequence anyhow, but, really, I just wanted to see if you have anything else to say. Oh, I guess closer to 21 hours.
Rose, the Colonel is acting strange.
Like, super strange.
Oh? I haven't heard from him in a while.
What do you mean? Isn't he
Yeah,
there?
aren't you guys in the same room?
No, I'm by myself.
You're telling me you've never met the guy either?
No. And they blindfolded me when they brought me here.
I've never seen his face.
Is everything okay?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, what have we got here? Someone over there.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't.
What?
I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room.
You're lying to
How
me.
should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
But what? That's probably meant to be somewhat devastating to Raiden, but we did just break up, and unfortunately for you, Roy Campbell, if that is your real name, I'm not overly concerned about Rosemary anyhow, so I just don't care.
You seem to get a real thrill out of slaughtering the enemy. Are you frustrated about something?
Now, I do have to wonder, does he say that regardless, or is he saying that because I've been using the SOCOM instead of the M9 since I got the suppressor? I get maybe it's just on my mind because I played Undertale recently, that I have this suspicion that the game might try to guilt me for making bloodthirsty choices. Oops. Okay, wait, that's not gonna do it.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
Your programming's going crazy, Campbell. It's just a box.
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Oh, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
I've never really stopped to consider. Maybe a cat. I like cats.
You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill.
Not what's going on here. Uh-oh, I think I might be in the way.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
It's just a box. But it's right in the way, he's gonna kick it over. What? Hang on, we're gonna get this call first.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Boy, he made a life's work out of that. Okay. This guy checking out the boxes.
To infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
Spotted the intruder.
Now I'm gonna die.
Back of his boss.
These guys are crazy! Answer the call.
Variety level 13.
Oh, we had this one.
Rescue Merrill. The return of...
Okay, we're gonna die though. They're just gonna come get me.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially.
I kind of really love this one.
Ex-wife.
It's not really funny if people really are in bad shape, but it's just so out of character from anything that Roy Campbell would say.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing.
Okay, it sounds like he's just cycling through things now. So I might ignore him for just a little bit until I get back to where we were. Maybe not. It's hard to
Infiltrate.
avoid the temptation. There we go. Resist, that is. Okay. So, up here... Go this way. I do want that box for sure. There we go.
Honestly, though,
Alright. He's just repeating.
actually, there is something...
Okay. I'll stop answering him and actually make some progress here. Oh, this way is not going to do it. Bummer. Well, big a hole in the ground. Oh, that was so bad. Why did I do that?
Back of his boss.
Back here's where I'm gonna want to go. They're gonna shoot me first, but... Ascending colon?
You seem to get a real...
Oh, you already told me that. Okay, we are in a new area, so...
variety level.
Nope, same thing. Okay. Man, he is non-stop.
President Baker should be...
Okay. What is... Give me my radar back.
I hear it's a maze.
Thank you. Okay, on the plus side, I do really need that.
Actually, I'm...
Okay. Rose, let's get another save in here.
Jack, I guess you need...
Yeah, and if you have anything else to say, like, Campbell's really, really, really kind of flipping out here. And also, I think you're in the hands of some really bad people who are,
Take
might
care,
kill you.
Jack.
I know it's probably gonna be the same,
Jack,
but I just have to.
it's me.
Oh!
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence.
I didn't think so.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
By who?
Keep an eye on me.
Yes, by the Patriots.
Oh.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word.
But if it's accurate, it's an ugly
Are you still
word.
there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why
Oh,
you
well,
were
thanks for
involved
keeping
in
that
this mission.
secret.
I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
Yeah.
I reinvented myself to suit your taste.
What, is he supposed to be happy with
Hairstyle,
that?
clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me.
How would he,
It
though?
hurt to play out this artificial romance.
Oh, how sad for
It
you.
was worse to lie to myself than to you.
Oh,
The
boo-hoo.
more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
Yeah, so how do you think he
So it was
feels?
artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now.
He's right.
In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job.
What does she expect
but
him
I
to
did
say?
fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose!
Bull.
What's going on?
Is this just...
Amazing how you walk around like that.
It's just more lies, though, meant to confuse him?
Been waiting long.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
Well, thanks, buddy.
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
Oh, good deal. Okay, Snake, things are going crazy. Any words of wisdom?
Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
What are we gonna do about that?
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
You're optimistic?
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
What? The sword? What am I gonna do with a
Why?
katana?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Well, looks like he's got an idea what to do with it.
Move the right analog stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Sorry, Snake. Sorry, buddy. It was an accident. Okay, I kind of want to save. I don't know if she's going to answer, though. Well, at least I can save. I'm a little torn over this "I'm carrying your baby" thing. It seems kind of like, well, obviously they'd pull that out because we got to complete the drama, right? But is she really? Is she really? Or is this just more lies to manipulate him? Because I could see it totally being a lie. And gotta take a moment to address all the things she said. Like, seriously, what reaction is she looking for? What does she want him to say? What does she really think he's gonna say when she says to him, everything about me is fake? And this, especially when she's asking him all the crap about, oh, do you love me just because I'm beautiful, or love me, blah, 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 blah. If you're desperate and you want him to actually love the real you, Rose, he doesn't even know the real you. You even said that to him. None of how you look, or walk, or talk, or act, none of it is the real you. How can he know the real you? So if you've been deliberately hiding the real you from him, you can't really be pissed off that he doesn't love the real you. That he somehow hasn't seen through your ruse and realized that there's a totally different persona inside you. Like, how was he supposed to? It casts a different light on a lot of the earlier conversations with her, and it kind of makes me, like, really hate her. Like, why? All the crap she's giving him, and she's been harboring this gigantic secret, this lie, this whole time. Like, man, what a scummy person she is. And then well, I fell in love with you. Well, what do you want him to say? Oh, well, then it's okay that you utterly betrayed me, because you love me, right? And that she's working for the freaking Patriots, whom he didn't even know about until today, but she's known for however long she's been working with them. I would like to know her reason for working with them. Like, is she connected to them as in she supports their ideals, or is it more she was kind of blackmailed into working for them? Curious to know. We'll see if we get any information on that, but man. And I don't know, I'm kind of with him when he's like, well, I never really loved you either, I was just pretending. I was like, well, yeah, I could see if I were him, I'd probably do my best to say something to hurt the person who just kind of totally stabbed me in the back, too. Alright, can we get a regular conversation out of Campbell?
Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invaders. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs.
So, Snake, Campbell's broken. You know anything about that?
Teach yourself how to handle the blade. You're going to need it at some point. Use the right analogs.
Yeah, I know. About Campbell, though.
Rotate the right analogs.
He's just gonna keep giving me more and more tips. Whoops.
Snake, there's a fork in the conveyor belt. The machine is automatically sorting cargo according to some system. Take a good look at the device.
Alright, I feel pretty good about the blade, so... Sorry, I didn't mean to bust past you there. Oh, that's right. This is where I came in. I couldn't get through... Well, I couldn't get through this door before. I wonder if I can now. Nope. What level is it? Or does it just not open? Alright, well, back towards Snake. I think I feel more or less okay with the sword, so... Ready?
Come on, time to go.
Alright. Raiden, you should probably really tell him about Campbell.
If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely.
Well, thanks.
Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Yeah, tell him about
Snake,
Campbell.
have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder, not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
Greater
The
cause.
future. You can stop being part of a mistake, starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Team up with Snake. Devote yourself to a cause that you believe in.
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
There you go.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
Good deal.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just crazy.
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Alright. Come on, game. Let me call him immediately before I forget his frequency. Oop. Oh, it's right. Oh, he's just there. Well, good deal. I was afraid I'd have to manually enter it
There's
in
a
once.
door at the north end of that corridor. Solidus should be somewhere on the other side. Stay with Snake and keep north.
Alright. Is Rose back, or is she still... Nope, she's gone too. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Come back, and next time we'll hang with Snake and see if we can't make it through this next part. I'm sure there will be some dying along the way. I'll do my best not to. Now, he says Solidus should be on the other side of the door. Is it really gonna be... I don't know, I'm even... Like, it's been built up like Solidus is gonna be the main guy to take down, and then we stop Arsenal, but still, there's the greater question of what is Raiden gonna do? Are we gonna try to stand against the Patriots here? Like, what's gonna be the fate of Arsenal? Even if he stops Solidus, he'll still have to decide. Because if he follows the Patriots as they've been guiding him, then he's gonna have to do something. It seems like he'd have to do something about Snake, but then Campbell keeps saying, "Don't even worry about Snake. He's not part of the simulation." So, very intriguing. We'll see where things go.